Thanks for tuning into the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, and new videos are released every Monday through Friday. We take a look at some of the most popular hip-hop tours of the past decade, breaking down the figures to reveal just how much money each venture made and over what time period. Number 16. Drake's Would You Like a Tour tour, approx $29.7 million gross profit. In support of his third album, Nothing Was the Same, Drake embarked on his Would You Like a Tour last year, visiting Canada, the US and Europe. Fans saw Future, Jhené Aiko, The Weeknd and other special guests join Drizzy for the show that brought in nearly $30 million in gross profit over 41 shows. Number 15. Jay-Z's Magna Carta World Tour, approx $31.2 million gross profit. One of the highest grossing tours of the last decade is Jay-Z's Magna Carta World Tour. Over 4 months in 2013, Jay-Z performed 52 shows in Europe and America, his first solo headlining tour in 4 years. After tickets sold in minutes, demand meant that new dates were added in both London and Manchester. The concert crossed an impressive $31.2 million. Number 14. Kanye West's Yeezus Tour, approx $31.8 million gross profit. Ye's Yeezus Tour, his first solo tour in 5 years, brought in over $30 million according to Pollstar, with $3 million of that coming from back-to-back Madison Square Garden shows in New York and $25 million being made in just 18 of the US states. The stage set on the tour was like none other, with a 50-foot-high mountain called Mount Yeezus that had a 60-foot-wide LED screen at the top. Number 13. Lil Wayne's I Am Music Tour, approx $42 million gross profit. After the release of his Grammy Award-winning The Carter III, Lil Wayne embarked on his I Am Music Tour in 2008. Opening acts included T-Pain, Rick Ross, Keisha Cole and Young Money label mate Nicki Minaj, who is now selling out her own tours. Number 12. Drake's Club Paradise Tour, approx $43.3 million gross profit. Drake's Club Paradise Tour, in support of his second studio album Take Care, was the highest-grossing hip-hop tour of 2012, bringing in $43.4 million over 67 shows, 60 of which were in North America and Europe. It saw him perform tracks I'm On One, Take Care and Marvin's Room. Number 11. Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z's Legends of the Summer Tour, approx $69.7 million gross profit. Of the 3 collaborative tours Jay-Z has gone on in the last couple of years, his one with Justin Timberlake brought in the least amount of money, which would be disappointing. Only the gross profit was still just shy of $70 million and it was made in just 12 sellout shows. Number 10. Kanye West and Jay-Z's Watch the Throne Tour, $75 million gross profit. When 2 of hip-hop's biggest stars hook up for a collaborative tour, you know there is money to be made. Over only 57 shows, the Watch the Throne Tour took in over $75 million, with Kanye pocketing just under $600,000 per night and Jay-Z $800,000. All in a night's work. Number 9. Usher's OMG Tour, approx $75 million gross profit. Usher's 2011 OMG Tour brought in the same amount as Watch the Throne, $75 million, but it took 16 more shows to do so and trips to America, Asia, Europe, and Australia. Number 8. Rihanna's Loud Tour, approx $90 million gross profit. Rihanna took over 2011, beating everyone to the top spot for the highest-grossing hip-hop/R&B tour that year after taking in over $90 million, and coming in 7th for the highest-grossing tour that year generally. The average ticket price was $74.95 and the average number of tickets sold per show was 15,395, making the average gross per show $1,152,846. Number 7. Beyoncé's The Beyoncé Experience, approx $90 million gross profit. Bey's third concert tour brought in $90 million, the same as Rihanna's 2011 Diamonds, pretty impressive seeing as it took place 5 years earlier. How did she make so much money? 97 shows across 5 legs in Asia, Australia, North America, Europe, and Africa, with her Madison Square Garden show in New York alone bringing in over $2.7 million of those dollars. Number 6. Beyoncé and Jay-Z's On the Run tour, over $100 million gross profit. Live Nation confirmed that On the Run has officially passed $100 million in ticket sales in the North American shows alone. Not bad considering it isn't even a world tour. Number 5. Beyoncé's I Am tour, approx $119.5 million gross profit. To support one of her best-selling albums I Am, Sasha Fierce Beyoncé went on her 4th concert tour with her all-female band in 2008-2009 with the I Am World Tour. Although Beyoncé decided to sell 2,000 seats for each North American date at just $20, she and her team still takes in $119.5 million gross profit. Number 4. Justin Timberlake's future sex/love show, approx $126.9 million gross profit. All the way back in 2007, when shows were naturally not making as much money as some of the more recent ones on the list, JT did himself proud with his future sex/love show when he played 119 shows for 1.6 million people and brought in a gross profit of $126.8 million. Number 3. Rihanna's Diamonds tour, approx $141.9 million gross profit. Rihanna sold out 84 out of her 87 Diamonds concerts, bringing the total amount of people that went to see her belt out those bangers to just under 1.6 million. The total gross of the tour was over $141 million, and we're sure Rihanna saw a nice chunk of that. Number 2. Justin Timberlake 2020 Experience Tour, approx $148 million gross profit. After a 7-year break from the music industry, Justin Timberlake came back with a bang in 2013 with the release of his album The 2020 Experience and the announcement of a supporting tour. The tour attracted 1.3 million people over 78 shows, compared to his 119 shows in 2007, at venues across the world, and brought in a hefty $148 million gross profit, making it the 19th highest grossing tour of the decade. Number 1. Beyoncé's Mrs. Carter World Tour, approx $229.7 million gross profit. Beyoncé embarked on her 2013 Mrs. Carter World Tour for a staggering 132 dates in total after adding more European dates in 2014 following the surprise release of her self-titled album. When she released tickets for 2 Antwerp shows in 2014, she broke her own record by selling 40,000 tickets in under 1 hour. Altogether, over 2 million people went to watch Beyoncé the Mrs. Carter World Tour and it made a gross profit of approximately $229.7 million. Thanks for tuning into the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, and new videos are released every Monday through Friday.